welcome back. We'll carry on Garry's story. Where'd we leave off?
Calm down, please.
Oh,
Wonder
okay.
if the gods are watching me.
You're going to get us killed!
Hells! We can't just leave. They're kin!
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are as good as dead. We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once.
Can we all just take a moment, please?
What's the point in blades and spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay! These people aren't fighters. We can help!
Or yell louder. That's fine too.
Yeah, exactly. We're playing good guy, aren't we? So there you go. Convince them to stay and fight. Yeah.
Thank you. It's the right thing to do, and you know it.
She's right, Roland. We're better than this.
Zergan. Fine, I'll stay too. Lest you both end up with your throat slit by goblin blade.
Yeah, don't be a pussy.
Thank you, Roland.
Alright,
Okay.
let's go get Will, shall
Don't
we?
be grumpy,
Something to
Roland.
ask.
We'll get to the city soon.
I am not grumpy.
Go on. Give me a best shot. Not bad. Again.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this.
Yeah, give him a listen.
You're on the right path, Umi. Go on now. Practice what you've learned. Well met. The Blade of Frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. You are the Blade of Frontiers racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held high.
Hell's great fires. You were on the ship.
Yes, so are you.
Doomed to shed our skin and become a lithid, or so the stories go. But we haven't sprouted any tentacles. Not yet, anyway. Could just be good luck. I'm not so...
Your minds collide once more. Will chases the fiend ignited with rancor. She is an infernal war devil. A threat to the living. Evil incarnate.
Yeah, not really.
Shit! You saw her. Advocatus
Advocatus Diaboli. A devil's advocate. A champion in the blood war between diabolical forces and demons.
That ship sailed the Styx already. All I can hope for is to limit the damage. Her name is Karlak, an archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill. I tracked her through the hells to the Mind Flayer ship, but the damned Illithids infected me before I could end her. She's out there now, preying on the innocent.
Nah,
I
think
don't
so
kill
somehow.
her. She'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses.
Yeah, I'll help you cast the devil back.
A tadpole feasts on our scars, and you're signing on to chase devils.
Yeah, of course. We need
I've seen
Carla.
your people in
We need
battle.
our big bitch.
I reckon you are no mere warrior, but a god's damned army. I'd be a fool to let you turn your back. Pledge me your talents, and I'll pledge you. I'll presume that's Githyanki for yes. Now let's move.
The famous Blade of Frontiers in the flesh. Clever, this hero act you've got going.
Hero, Blade. Name strangers gave me. My friends call me Will.
Excellent. If we ever become friends, I'll know what to call you.
What a sassy
Oh
bitch.
my. This is going to be a fun journey.
It is, isn't it? Right, what are we gonna do with you? I like multi-classing people. Makes it a bit more interesting, doesn't it? Just figuring out what's good combinations. Right, so do I keep him level? No, hold on. Yeah. He's the fiend, isn't he? Think. Yeah, fiend. That's alright. Do I multi-class him in something else? What's a good combination? Warlock Druid, they both use. Hold on. Warlocks use charisma. What else uses charisma? Sorcerer. Could make him into a necromancer. Oh no, that's not sorcerer, that's wizard, but it uses intelligence. Or is it sorcerer? Make him an oathbreaker as well as his braveheart. Braveheart? What the fuck am I on about now? Fucking whatever her name is. I think I'll just keep him warlock for now. Right, what's handy? Hellish Rebuke, that's always a good one there. Hex. Yeah, Hellish Rebuke. Yeah, to speak to animals is handy, isn't it? So I think if I just outright improve his Eldritch Blast. What do I want to get rid of? Get rid of that. And get in Hex. There you go. Yeah, that'll do. Alright, our party grows.
Again. Swing and parry. And again. Swing and swing and.
Should we talk Donnie, sorry.
He stares right past you as if you're invisible or boring.
Yeah, what a sassy cunt. Right.
He's still staring right past you. You see nothing out of the ordinary. As you turn back, the child slips between the rocks.
Seeing as I'm child size. Yeah, we'll add a bonus, why not? Fucking needed it. Failed anyway. Now what?
You look the rocks over, but find no sign of a way through.
Can I just not try and squeeze in there? Oh, no.
Hold out your hand, lady. Let me show you something. Go on. Take this ring. It's lucky.
It's a fancy trick.
You haven't seen anything yet, lady.
I know, you try and nick my
Go
fucking
on.
money.
Take the ring and watch your fortune change.
Yeah. Oh, fucking hell. Seriously? Nah, I'm gonna re-roll that. Here we go.
Weeping, bleeding hell! Okay, maybe you don't need extra luck. But since you're already holding the thing, call it. Heads or tails?
Always head.
Heads it is. See? That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings. I've got more where that came from. Real cheap, too. Interested?
Yeah, no thank you. I'm fine, thank you. Alright, let's just deal with the fucking druids.
Please, let us through.
Let my daughter go right now!
She's a thief, hellspawn. And you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back!
Oh, let me through, Mragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out!
Bit excessive there, mate. She's just after her daughter. Yeah, shut up.
Carl Magrin, give her a chance. You, get back!
No, fuck off. Burn for me,
Keep
yeah.
back! Force my hand and I'll show you its claws.
A moment, Giorna.
What? Oh, I understand. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you.
Now,
Go
do
ahead.
I slaughter everyone in the fucking in this place because they're all a bunch of arrogant cunts, or do I? Can I speak to her?
Yes. Yes, I see.
I don't store my gold in there, do I? Yeah, speak to her. Love.
You there! Ah, my good friend. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest.
Oh. Back in 2 seconds. Just need to put the oven on. Right, back in a sec.
glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
Common variety, blah blah blah.
My, a scholar after my own heart. Spent much time among goblins? Uh-huh. I've always preferred experience to the second-hand accounts of lesser men.
Oh,
but
of course.
to each their own.
Oh, here we go.
Now, I've a few more questions, if you don't mind. And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety?
Yeah, brass. Yeah,
Witness mistook obvious silver dragon for brass.
Of course.
Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates?
They did, yes.
They did, didn't they? Oh, curious. Oh, curious indeed. I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal!
Yes. Yes, quite.
Ah, but is superstition all? These goblins are informed by a kind of strategy anathema to their kind. I, for one, intend to get to the bottom of it. I'm just preparing to head to their camp as we speak, in fact. If you'll excuse me, I ought not to dawdle.
No, you go ahead.
Oh, never you mind. Who needs mercy when you've a quick tongue, hmm? And an invisibility potion stashed in your back pocket.
Until we meet again.
Yes, goodbye. Right. There's the fucking Randy pig. Speak to this bird.
Find our master. Return to me then. Tell me what you
Can I?
Never a dull moment.
No, that's not what I wanted. Spellbook, no, not you.
I wonder what the next move
No.
is.
Who is it? Speak to animals.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
No, bugger.
Best foot forward.
Sword out, not bloody.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Have you lost your senses, Gorga? Release her.
She stole the idol of Sylvanus.
Please.
Pretty snake.
I'm sorry.
This is madness, Gorga. She's just...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat?
You're a fucking child.
I will
Come
imprison
on.
the devil. And I will cast out every stranger. She's a parasite.
Yeah, fuck
She
off.
eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Fucking child.
Come, Gorga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it.
It's just a cub, let her go. Yeah. Fucking stand up for what's right, eh? Ho ho! Alright. Try again. Yes, fuck him up. There we go.
Very well. Tila, to me! Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
Yeah.
It hurts.
Thank you, Korga. Master Halsin.
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
You did well to speak up for the girl. That snake is fickle. A tragedy prevented.
Good.
Well seen. Well spotted. We've let a snake replace our leader. Master Halsin. Perhaps goblin caught, perhaps dead. He'd set Mistress Korga back in line. Hold her to task, stop this damned ritual. More will die if the rite is finished. So many more, sent into a world gone mad. Would you? I would give anything to see Halsin return home.
Yeah, no need for it. I'll find it.
Sylvanus' blessing upon you, and my
Gotta fight
gratitude
through
as
entire
well.
fucking camp of goblins, but yeah. I'll
Halsin
fight
is an
through it.
elf with the presence of a bear. He left west with the adventurers. You won't mistake the first druid for anyone else.
Alright, let's talk
Come,
to
Silver. Stay close.
That woman has more venom in her heart than a snake in its fangs. But at least the child is safe. What is youth if not a time to be forgiven for one's transgressions?
Exactly.
Couldn't agree more. The girl wasn't innocent, but that doesn't mean she was guilty.
We might as well have lain on the ground and let them trample us.
I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before.
Funny that, yeah.
Let's just clear the air about that now. It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's
Obviously,
nothing to do
if
with the
you played all
tadpoles,
way
at
through,
least.
you know why.
In case your imagination is in danger of getting
Right,
away
back in a
from
minute
you.
again. I'm just gonna chuck stuff in the oven
It's
for
just
dinner, and I'll be
something
right
I
back.
have to live with.
Okay, back. We'll be back for about half hour, and then I'll go for a short break, have dinner, and then yeah, I'll be back after that. How much does it hurt?
Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage.
Wife's back. Bear with me.
best get going. What's hiding here? Not over, then through. Seems like a good moment to talk.
Didn't they? I see you. Just give me a moment.
Vis medicatrix.
There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now, what was it you needed? You found her, but I still don't know what she can do for you. Why are you asking? A tadpole. A mind flayer tadpole. That's a serious condition. Come, follow me. I might be able to help. We need to be quick. This way.
There's something in that vessel.
This one had the same problem as you. Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after. I'll do the best I can. I'm no Master Halcyon, mind. He'd have your tadpole out like that. Still, we have options. You don't have to be here for this.
I will remain. I have a vested interest in the outcome.
All right. Let's see what we can do.
She shifts uneasily, hesitating. Something's off.
It might. But first things first. Tell me about your symptoms. Have you noticed anything strange happening? Victims can identify each other. Not that the others know they're victims, of course. How do you pick up the parasite? Halcyon was desperate to find where all this was happening. A mind flayer ship? But Master Halcyon was sure. Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you. You're dangerous. If you transform here, we're all dead. But you seem like a good... This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms.
Yeah, of course.
I hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you. Here. You know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a mind flayer infection. Then suddenly, there's dozens of you. Maybe more. Master Halcyon and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal. For one, that thing in your head is like nothing we've ever seen from mind flayers. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers. Telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow. Could be, but there's a lot we don't know. Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selûne, and I've no idea why. When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way, he saw a chance to get answers, joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back. I think so. I hope so. I've sent birds to find him, but they can't get close without goblins trying to shoot them down. You, though, you're one of them. Technically speaking, I mean. They won't kill someone carrying their parasite. If you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned.
Yeah,
And perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound? Thank you. It would mean everything to the Grove. To me. I wish I could tell you more. But only those adventurers know what happened out there.
Then speak to them then.
All I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Selûne. And Master Halsin didn't make it back. Good luck out there. And if things start to go bad, remember the vial. Remember your oath.
Take it one step at a time, Nettie. Come on.
Wyvern poison. Never tried it, and I hope to keep it that way.
Better a quick draft than a ceramorphosis, nonetheless.
Better than becoming a mind flayer. Keep it, in case things start to go very wrong.
Yep, exactly. Right, let's go and speak to what's her face. Oh yeah, of course. It's gonna
Yes, I
be
see.
boy
And is
from
that
the north,
her
sure.
with two R's or one?
Shred's Peak.
Is someone singing?
It's beautiful.
Shh. Listen. Don't you hear it? It's so peaceful. No. It's just a bit of water. I only want to listen. Just a little closer.
No, get back.
Yes, everything's gonna be fine once I get there.
Damn it.
Delicious.
What happened? I see you now for what you are.
Head, Harpy.
Victory awaits.
Oh, bloody yeah, as well. Almost.
Time to push my luck again.
Rage? No, rage.
2 steps at a time.
No. Yes. I mean, I don't know.
That's what the voice said. I almost got to the nest, but the singing. I need to get back. Mole will be so mad. Wait, you should meet Mole. She'll be grateful you helped me. Find a boy called Donny. Tell him you want to see the dragon's lair.
Tiring business, isn't it? All this traveling and adventuring. Why don't we take a little break? Allow ourselves a few moments of rest? Gives me a chance to talk to you about something, well, rather important. We've been on the road together for a while now, haven't we? Survived some perils, overcame some obstacles. Ever since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, I've seen you demonstrate remarkable guile and courage. The way you diffused the tension between Zevlor and Aradin. The way you got Korga to release the girl. The way you got that boy out of a harpy's clutches. In short, I've grown to trust you.
Enough of the flattering. Where's all this going?
I was being quite sincere, I assure you. The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul, except for my cat. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly. The specifics are rather personal, but suffice it to say that it is a malady I've learned to live with, though not without some effort. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside. I can say no more on the matter. Not now, anyway. Just trust me when I say it's all of vital importance. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It's only a matter of time before my craving returns. That is why I turn to you. I need you to help me find magic items to consume. It is vital. Dare I say it? Critical.
Of course.
You have my thanks. And fear not. Your implicit trust is well placed and will be rewarded with any and all means at my disposal. I'm sure we won't have to look very far to find what I need. Faerun overflows with magic-infused treasure. As do our packs, as a matter of fact. We've such an item already in our possession. primed for the moment the need arises. I hope I can count on you.
Okay, right, well, we'll all level up and then I'll give him that thing. Right. Berserker, Wild Man, Wild Heart. That must be talent. saved after that fight again, wasn't I? When was the last save? Ah. I think I saved just before I went for a break, so it should be fine. Pardon me. Yeah, perfect. Right. Why was it moving so much? There we go. Right.
Light on my feet.
Luke Harkiness.
All right. Time to see what new horrors waiting for us.
You don't all need to follow me up there. Oh no, Harpy's Nest's not up here, is it? Shouldn't have done that. Oh, it's round there, isn't it?
Let's see what those harpies were hoarding. Regroup and let's get out of here. What's hiding here?
Isn't there a knife up here? If I remember correctly, a dagger or something. Up here? Oh no, it's up here, isn't it? That's it, polished dagger. Give it to Asterion.
Don't touch me.
Oh, it's the exact same. Okay, fair enough.
No one stopped me yet.
What's that ring I got? Ah, alright, give it to Gale. Come on. Well, he's got it. When he needs it, he's got it. Right.
With haste.
be keeping an eye on you. Understand?
If I choose to kill you, you will not even see it.
A hero at heart.
Summon your familiar out, shall we? What do we want?
I've got a long road ahead. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away. Words of mine will change. No. Become.
Change? No! Damn it! No, I'm moments away from a grisly death. At the hands of this bloody song! I can't. Nothing fits, you know? It can't hurt. I have an extra loot, if you want. My teacher, Lihala. She loved dancing. Had 2 left feet, mind. I remember waking up one night on the road and seeing her dancing beneath the stars. A huge smile on her face. Thinking of it now, my heart hurts. And my words just seem to crumble. Like ash. Wait. Words of mine will turn to ash. That's perfect. That it's okay. That I'll be okay. And thank you for everything. Moon, moon reminds me of your grace. All the love I can't repay. Wait.
There we go.
Love
sorry. She'd have said the same thing. That's the first time I've played since Lihala died. My teacher. She was playing her lute. We didn't hear the gnolls coming. There was so much blood. I can still smell it. It was awful. I couldn't look at a lute without hearing her screaming. I'd forgotten what it was like. That itch to perfect a song. The Weeping Dawn will be my gift to Lihala. I've a long way to go. But thank you. I needed this.
Sorry. Cool. Okay. No, very nice. Alright.
Anything of use?
Locked. Okay, right. Asterion, where are you?
Dance upon
A crooked touch.
tonight. Smile and pain will fade away. Thoughts of mine will turn to ash when you pull
Let's
the
move.
last light down. Moon, sun, will remind me of
Don't have a bard.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Need to find a way forward.
all the love I can't repay. Moon reminds me of your grace. All the love I can't repay. Rest and know that I will pray. Farewell, mighty old friend. Moon, sun.
There was a key up here. Was that somewhere else?
Remind me of your grace.
There's another one up here somewhere, isn't there? There it is.
Let's get going.
I do wish I could understand you.
No one does. Just once. You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her.
Yeah. I mean, thank you for helping me. Stop. I was fine.
Your mother was a heartbeat away from fighting a bear.
Right, speak to her now.
He nods, then reaches for a concealed hatch.
Well, look who's come to visit. My kids say you've been busy since you got here. Mercon says you got him out of a tight spot with some harpies. Gotta say, I'm impressed.
You saved Arabella from the Druids. Don't know what those bastards would have done.
And we're happy to be helped. Now, what can I do for you?
Making sure we're ready to leave when the time comes. I do, as a matter of fact. Revenge. You saw what those bastards that run the place were doing to Arabella, scaring the precious mite. I want to steal that big, shiny idol they're all chanting at.
No, don't think I can...
The important thing is to get it away from them. That ritual's gonna get us all killed. And we can sell it once we get to the city. Thing like that's gotta be worth a small fortune.
How the... Okay.
Be careful. They look as brittle as old bark. But they're vicious. Anything else?
How the hell am I supposed to... What have you actually got? Small thieves' tools would be handy. Like invisibility or something? No. Cool, there you go. Right, that'll do.
Anything else?
You?
You've been a friend to us. Come back anytime. Never see us coming.
Right, how the hell do I get about stealing that idol then? It's something I've never done. Is it
Better
even
not be
possible without
cursed.
fighting all conjurers, I wonder?
Remember, don't take your eyes off my hands.
Never a dull moment.
Would that we could speak freely, my Ursine friend. Alas, I've never learned to converse with your kind.
Yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to steal that.
Yeah.
Not now, anyway. Stealing is good. Right.
By Mordai's eyes, another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
No. Go on. Bow.
Lower.
You saw another gift. Where?
On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. Saw us, for we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly. Straight to the other...
No twisting. Kin must have been in a hurry. The map. Show me. Up. You can keep your innards.
By the dead gods, are all giths so brutal?
Brutal?
blood still flows through his own veins. I was positively gentle.
The locals prove compliant. A useful trait.
I warned you, didn't I? You ought to reconsider keeping her around before she causes real trouble.
I beg your pardon. Was I too rough?
Soon you will be vomiting blood and tearing apart your own flesh. When the tentacles sprout from your lips, will you still cry that I was rough?
Got a point.
The teeth sling was clear. If there are Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait.
Yeah, alright.
The creche holds the Zafisk. It will cleanse us of the parasite. By covenant, I can say no more.
Yeah, alright, fine, whatever. Might speak to this guy and see what we can buy.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel.
Right, cat after. I'm not gonna need a new sword, am I? Ooh, yeah, new dagger. Oh, good for what's the face? You. How much is it? 130? Yeah. Cool. I'll give him that. Oh, okay. Alright. Conserve shadow up. Is there a new sword? You're a pike. Ah, two-handed.
Sharp as ever.
Give him a new rapier, I guess.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
For a pike. Done a bath, so you can have that. Or not. Alright, well. Just give him shield. Shadow heart.
My dagger.
That's better. Gloves as well.
Have a lot on my mind. I'm well in it.
You! Saw you fighting those slimy bastards. Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can. You're an easy one to please, aren't you? Here, have more.
We'll need every bit of strength to make it to Baldur's Gate. Trust me.
Thank you. Yeah, no one's
What's up for discussion?
We know let's go after her.
If it isn't the talk of the camp. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh! There isn't a bit of colour in those cheeks, Petal. Are you hurt? Cold? Feverish? Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore.
Yeah, love.
Aha! You take a sup of that and you'll feel right as rain, sweetie. Oh, stop with the sweet talk. Here, take the end of the bat, just in case. I'm sorry to go on about it, but are you all right? You're looking awful peaky. Oh, I've seen it all. I once had a fella who'd been caught dabbling with a dryad. The wife was none too pleased and introduced him to a pot of boiling oil. But worry not. I fixed him up, and depending on the lighting, he looks good as new. My point is, whatever ails you, I promise I've seen worse.
Oh, doubt you have.
Something doesn't add up about this one. Don't tell her anything.
What is it, Petal? What's wrong?
I'm just gonna walk away.
Breathe deep and move.
Doesn't taste half bad.
Seems simple enough.
This meets us up a little, shall we?
I heard what happened. Thank you for protecting the child. If the druids are this far gone, then it's not just goblins we have to fear. So we can risk violence here, or face it for certain on the road. Quite the choice, isn't it? You saw what they were willing to do to a child just for trying. It's Korga's influence. Without her twisting things, I believe the druids might see sense. A low thought, but I'd be lying if I said I hadn't considered it. But the druids would slaughter us. We'd have to get close to Korga, within striking distance. I can't manage that, but they've already let you pass once.
No, I'm not gonna murder her.
It doesn't sit well with me either. But to get these people to safety, there's nothing I won't do. You'd be well rewarded for the risk. But if that won't sway you, there's nothing more to discuss.
No, I'll go get house.
No, sir. But if there's a clear path past those goblins, they'll find it.
Yes, of course.
Please, have mercy. Come make me urgent.
Painful enough.
Used to think the goblins would kill us the second we set foot outside. But after hearing what you did at the gate, well, I still think they'll kill us. But at least we can put up a fight.
Yeah, good point.
There's optimism, and then there's stupid, hun. Plenty of us fell to monsters already. I don't see the rest of us lasting long out there. But if you're so sure we will, why not put a little gold on the line?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Excellent. And since I ain't one to leave a debt unpaid, that means we're destined to meet in Baldur's Gate. Looking forward to it.
Touch me and I'll bite your fingers off.
forest. How much further can I go?
What's tormenting kids?
Remember, you have teeth and claws. Use them. Only going to ask you one more time, boy. Hand over my locket.
I don't have your ugly locket. I never seen it before.
Hand it over or I'll slap the teeth out of your head. You threatening me?
Add bonus to be sure. Yeah, there you go. Just.
You don't understand. The kid stole my locket. He... Oh, the hell's with this? These little devils get away with everything because of coddling bastards like you. You'll get yours someday. I hope I get to see it.
Maybe you will, but personally, I doubt it. See you around.
Okay, let's get out of here.
Time to get going.
These tieflings prove fragile. I've a mind to end their misery myself.
Harsh. Remind me to stay on your good side.
You were never on my good side.
Never walked around up here. Let's have a look about, shall we? Oh, someone up here. Oh.
On the hunt. Time to move. Greasers of Baldur!
Need to act fast. Moving.
A tale for the ages. Of course.
On the victor's path. Making my move.
Ooh, yeah, actually.
Something good here, I hope. Moving ahead.
You have good timing.
Cutscene.
Never been much of a fighter, so
Saw the
wrestling a
ship.
bugbear would have gone poorly. But you're not here for heroics, are you? Avernus's stench is all over your skin. Let me guess. Your devil mistress sent you to get her soul coin back.
too bad. I earned it, fair and square. Care to explain why you reek of the hells? Well, that's quite the story. And I thought I was doomed. Now I feel sorry for you. Here. Take this. It's worth a fortune. But a fortune's not worth much if you're dead. Consider it payment for saving my life.
A soul coin, true to its name, holds a mortal soul inside. It serves in the Nine Hells as very valuable currency. You peer through the telescope.
Dragon.
Can't give up now.
Garry. Hello?
The telescope points straight ahead.
Okay, right, yeah, sure. He's doing it again. Not that I can reach that, but sure. Need guidance for that. Oh, shit. Do I have a roll? Yeah, there you go, go on then. Hey, got it. I mean, I'm just looking at a
You
bloody-
see a dragon circling like a bird of prey, hunting. The telescope points to the left.
Okay, right, yeah.
The telescope points straight ahead.
It's not going to show the dragon again, is it? No. Okay.
The telescope points to the right.
I mean, I don't understand how I'm hearing the fire there, but we know there's places on fire. don't
Another
we?
step forward.
Okay, right, well, that'll do then. Down here, cool. Let's go.
So, you know about these parasites. Will we survive them?
Only if my people extract them. The only other cure is the blade.
Okay. Wonderful.
So a little.
These tracks. Squat. Bow-legged. Goblins, I'd say.
Let's go get them.
Glowing eyes are rarely a good sign. Best be careful.
Well, at least we got the druid to keep ourselves entertained. Let's find another one.
Did some bleeding arts show up to save the druid? I'll cut you to pieces. Kill 'em!
Yeah, alright. try and kill her. Yeah, good, dead. Next.
Gone with the weave. May it please, Mistra.
Another fight. Let's go.
Let's have a little fun.
Make way.
No holding back. No time to waste.
I have something to ask.
Let's go and rescue this person, shall we?
His breaths are shallow, his wounds deep. He doesn't respond to your voice.
Why can't I go there? What the hell? Oh. No, well.
His breaths are shallow.
I wonder what the next move is. Onward in her name.
Still alive. So that's progress.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I thought I was gonna die down here. It's my fault. I thought I'd given them the slip, but they followed me through the tunnel back there. I must tell the others what happened. I stepped careful. There are traps in these tunnels.
Oh, yeah, already encountered.
And thank you again.
Okay, cool. What do I get from this? Money. Yeah.
These boots have seen everything.
Is there anything actually worth
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
grabbing out here? Aha. How do I get over here?
Open up. Something over there.
blade of frontiers.
There you go away. Right.
Here we go. That's curious.
Yeah.
You're gonna be sorry. Every last one of you.
Oh.
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Put it down. She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way!
She didn't kill your brother, Arca. You're better than this.
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tieflin. If you ever had it to begin with. I'm not afraid. Chosen by the Absolute, I am. I'm blessed.
Oh, I'll bless you, all right.
Looks like the Absolute sent me a protector. You gonna kill her too?
You, move! You're right. I wish you weren't. I really do. Damn you. Damn it! Why do you care if a goblin lives or dies?
Yeah, you don't want to go to vengeance.
Your soft heart will be the death of us.
You'd better be right.
It's all right, Arca. Let's go.
Oh, you thieves are all boring. Even your cages are boring.
Bloody Gale doing.
my magic.
Jump further. There we go.
Let's explore.
Looking ahead.
What do you want to say?
Believe it or not, but I witnessed a similar standoff back at the Yawning Portal. Of course, an establishment like that invites all sorts of outlandish entertainments. An inn in Waterdeep. Ooh, never a dull moment there. Adventurers come from all over Faerun to try their luck down the well. Leads into the Undermountain, you see, full of death, danger, and vast amounts of treasure. Hard to resist. Oh, a drow, a dragonborn, and a cleric of Cyric walk into a bar. Your standard fare. Maybe someone was cheating at cards. Maybe it was some weird lover's quarrel. In any case, out came the crossbow, and a hush fell over the entire room. I stood up and yelled, "Shadow Dark Ale for everyone!" The crowd cheered. The tension drained into 6 tankards, and soon all was well again. In a place like the Yawning Portal, the most powerful magic is calling for a round of drinks. Mind you, all I did was call for ale, but you went and stood in front of that crossbow. I'd drink to that.
I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids. And your bird. What you messing with my cage for? It's too late to make friends, warg meat. My tribe's coming. They're gonna burn this pretty place for the glory of the Absolute and hang you by your guts. Goddess,
We're burning her name across the face of the world, we are. The absolutest gold from the sky she is. The blessing in the storm and the storm itself.
Good voice they got on them.
Maybe she sent you to help me. And you will, if you want to save your skin.
Yeah,
and
I'm
if the
just gonna
teeth
slaughter
stick a
you
few
all,
arrows in
so-
us on the way out of here, don't worry. Priestess Gut will patch us up. Got a whole lab set up. Cooks up potions that fix our lads, no matter how much of a beating they take. Could probably stick your head back on if someone was to chop it off. Mighty booyog.
A goblin healer. We really are desperate, aren't we?
It's the truth. I swear on your mother's grave. Get me out of here, and I'll tell you where to find her. Deal? Even if you did find my tribe, they'd set the wargs on you. You need me. Get me out of here, and I'll tell them what a good friend you are.
No, I'm good. No chance.
Suit yourself. Looking forward to seeing what your innards look like.
You won't.
Let me out, you bunch of softies.
At the ready.
Okay, right. Long rest time.
There are important matters to discuss.
What?
I should speak up.
We meet again, as predicted. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services.
Okay.
A mending of the threads between life and death. Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body once more. Because it is my calling, there is little else to explain.
Oh, okay. I didn't realise I could do that. Ah, that's handy.
Indeed. Farewell.
Well, we got with us, that's fine.
I would have words with you.
I've already chatted with you, so, you know, like, people want to talk to me.
Finally, some good fortune. Come morning, we know what to do. The sooner we find the druid house in, the better. I can't wait to get rid of this thing in my head.
I mean, one thing I do want to do is actually save the next second area, the haunted area. No, not second area, third area. The haunted area. I can't remember what it's called. Where you need the moon lantern and everything. I've never actually saved it. You know. Yeah, it'd be interesting to sort. How are you?
The same. These parasites are proving suspiciously benign. But suppose I turn. What would you do? A firm answer. I'd do the same.
Exactly.
We'll need that kind of thinking to make it through all this. You're doing well.
No, thank you.
It's a beautiful night. I think I'll stay up to enjoy it while I still can. Rest well.
So yeah, we're going to try and make friends with everyone. Don't know, I'm going to try and bond, but we'll see.
You know, I've been thinking,
Just stand there.
reflecting on what tomorrow might bring. When we find the druid, will he know how to bring the worm under control? Will this little adventure of ours be over? Good. I don't want you to run off just yet.
No, you want to try and bite my neck, don't you?
You're quite the ally after all. Traversing Avernus, Surviving the crash. Surviving everything that's followed. I'm not normally impressed by people of your stature, but you're stronger than I gave you credit for.
Yeah. Yeah, I am. Oh. Do I bonk Asterion? Oh, hold off
Aren't
for now.
you just? I was leagues away. I just need to get some air, clear my head. I'll see you later, I'm sure. Sleep tight.
Yes, don't go biting my neck now. Go talk to you, talk to them all, why not?
A fine evening, don't you think? The moonlight shines warmly on us. The breeze caresses our faces. Hideous. All of it. Would that I were doing battle up there, among the tears. Look above. Watch the moon cross the sky. The tears follow behind it. Rocky bodies tumbling through the sea of night. One of them is my crash. Clear. You are too easily astonished. There is more to this realm than this grassy pebble. My entire clutch battled beholders deep within the eye of the sky. We infiltrated a Nyogi spelljammer and laid waste to its crew. But enough of this. You are wasting your resting time. Come dawn, we resume our search for a creche.
Yes, of course. We'll do all of that. Now for you.
A tingle runs through your head and down to your feet.
Ah, there it is. That shiver. Our little brainworms have made fast friends, it would seem. How do you feel? Courage in danger's shadow. I love to see it. But shouldn't the shadow have crept closer? Gone darker by now? Before the Illithid's unscheduled surgery, I'd felled hundreds of beasts and a fair few fiends. The tadpoles weakened me, suppressed greater talents, but beyond that, I've showed no signs of turning. No nausea, no pain, not even a hot flash. Indeed, perhaps the worm's vat was poisoned. Perhaps we're uncommonly fit. Or perhaps the tadpoles are merely on holiday. We could conjecture all night. I suppose the why doesn't matter so much as the what next. And that answer is plain as the horns on a war devil's head. We get these things out.
Exactly.
Let's get some rest. Dawn comes sooner than we think.
Okay, don't need to speak to him. Right. Good pep. Should do that. Yeah, there you go. 1, 2. Oh, sure. Fine. Oh yeah, I can get extra companions because what? Yeah. What? No, speak. There you go.
Not this one, nor this one, and this one are less worthy still. Righting the balance. Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking. Most willingly, forsooth. Their passions doth run deep for what hath been wrought upon them.
Okay, I've never actually done about the Highlands. Let's have a look.
Very well.
Oh.
No, thy coin purse is near empty.
What? Surely I've got enough. Right, hold on. I swear I had enough. Oh. Hold on.
Sharp as ever.
No.
Action, not reaction.
Lovely day this. For now.
Oh, I swear I had enough. Well, apparently not. Alright.
On my way.
Okay, whatever. Right, I'm going to call it there. That's it for tonight. I'll be back tomorrow. Probably about 2 o'clock. Roughly, when I finish work. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you again later. Take care. Just going to quick save.